So the other day, Jack and I had our friends ask how Alfie is fed, and seeing as I'm in the video making mood today, I thought I'd actually make a quick video showing how we do Alfie's feed. So Alfie won't have anything orally, so all of his feeds have to go through a pump, which we use this little pump here. We preset it at the volume of milk that we're giving him and also the speed that we want to give it to him. And because of his severe reflux, Alfie actually has his feed over 45 minutes. So these are the little bottles that we put his milk into. They're pretty clever. We hang them onto his pram or out in the lounge room when he's sitting out there with us. Yeah. And so the machine will fill the line itself. And so before we put anything at all down his nasogastric tube, we check the pH every single time. And we just use a little syringe and we aspirate back. And Jack gave Alfie some water earlier on today, so that's probably all we're going to get back. Just get rid of that little bit of air, make sure there's nothing else to come. And because it's feed time, it's expected he'll probably have a bit of an empty tummy. No, there's the rest of it, bit of milk. So he just had a little bit of air in his tummy to start with. And so the problem if you don't check the pH beforehand and you put something into the tube is if the tube has dislodged from the stomach, it could end up in the lungs, and if you put fluid straight into the lungs, well then the baby might end up with pneumonia, which is very serious. So just a little bit we've got, and I never trust the first mil or so because that's always what's been in the line, so that will always give a false reading. Little pH strips, which we found out are very expensive. And so it has its little reading, so alkaline, acidic, and we put it in the middle marker there, and that will tell us what his reading is at. And because he's had literally an empty stomach, it's come up quite orange, and on the side of the bottle it'll actually have all the numbers, so you measure it up. So he's sitting at about a 3, which is really good. So anything above the 6, you'd start to be thinking it's not in the correct spot. So 7 sometimes we will still allow if he has just had his omeprazole, which is his anti-reflux medication, because that's alkaline. So I mean, we use common sense basically. So it's a 3, it's good, which would mean it is safe to put fluid into his tube. So we connect it up. Hello, you hungry? We connect it up like that. We press start and the machine will literally do the rest of the work. It'll keep giving until Alfie has received the full 150 ml of milk. And then the machine will beep, letting us know it's the end of the dose. Then we just disconnect the tubing. We can flush about 5 ml of water through as well to get rid of the excess milk in the tubing, although it's not necessary, and I would sometimes be inclined, if Alfie is especially spilly, not to go putting any extra milk or any extra water into the line. I would probably wait half an hour to an hour before I put anything else through, just so that he doesn't vomit it all back up. But that is how we feed Alfie for his 6 feeds a day, and we have a happy, sleepy baby. Hey, you're a good boy.